Assalamualaikum. Do you know the questions to ask in evaluating the validity and credibility of sources of historical accounts? If yes, let us review it. If this is your first time to hear this topic, add information to your bucket of knowledge. It is important to determine the basic difference between primary source and secondary source materials to get a better picture of what really transpired in Philippine history. Primary and secondary sources should be evaluated. Most scholars use the following questions in evaluating the validity and credibility of sources of historical accounts. When you have a source material, it is important to ask, how did the author know about the given details of an event or an information? Paano ba niya nalaman ang mga detalye? Nag-interview ba siya? Nabasa ba niya ito sa isang article? Kasama ba siya sa mga pangyayari? Nakausap ba niya yung individual na subject sa sinulat niya? Gaano kabilis nakuha ng author ang detalye ng kaganapan? Was the information taken from the personal experience of the author or an information taken from an eyewitness? For instance, the Sub 44 incident in Mamasap, Maguindanao, there is a writing about it. Yung information ba nakuha ng author kay Babu Monera? Or nakuha ng author sa newspaper, Mindanao Cross, halimbawa? Or nakuha niya as a main actor in that event? Did the author derive his conclusion based on a single source? Or is the conclusion derived from many sources of evidence? If the evaluation of an available source shows any indication that it is an interpretative work rather than a factual first-hand account, it is considered as a secondary source. Hence, in conducting a historical research, it is important to identify first whether the available sources are primary or secondary sources. This is to determine how reliable and helpful these sources are. For further information, you may consider reading the reference of this presentation. If you have clarifications, we will appreciate if you raise your question in a polite manner. See you on the next discussion.